So, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a daily reading today for August 31st, 2018. Let me just shuffle these cards. My cards have been like really sticky lately. These ones in particular, I have no idea why. But also, you guys, Dale is at Aum Shanti Shanti Bookshop on 13th Street today between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue. So that's East 14th Street between 2nd and 3rd. The address is 230 East 14th Street, Aum Shanti Bookshop. He'll be giving readings there until about 5 o'clock today. So if you're in New York City and you want to get an in-person reading with Dale at Aum Shanti Shanti Bookshop, I believe it is $30 for a 15-minute reading. Hi, Lady Libra. We're almost getting into Libra season, right? I know. So like I said, you guys, Dale and I will be doing, multiple signs in the readings for Virgo season in September so that we can kind of like get through them a little bit quicker. August was kind of like a rough month for both of us, but we're coming out of it doing well. Jada Glacius. All right, so I'm just going to pull some cards. I'll try to make this quick for you guys so that you're not like just listening to me talk. Let me shuffle the cards a little bit more. And this is going to be more of a universal, all signs reading. Channeling everyone's energy and what's been going on. Let me cut the deck. I feel like a lot of us are feeling like the residual energy of the Pisces full moon, right? It's like, what did the Pisces full moon reveal to you in terms of like maybe some feelings or emotions or things that you might be feeling passionate about? And, what other things that actually don't really deserve your attention in that way, Here we go. The world, right? So this is talking about taking something that has sort of like graduated out of the phase that was coming before, before this phase right here that you're on right now. And there's an ending, right? And now that you've completed this thing, it's almost like you're able to appreciate this whole journey, all these lessons that you were taught. These are like all of your teachers right here, kind of like all of your professors, right? And you go through each of their classes or, this is like a semester each, right? So then once you finish out that semester, it's like, okay, now you can go on and you can accomplish these things. You made it to this next level. Now we can show the work that you actually have been doing. Now you can go into a position of feeling more of an authority on what it is that you've been working on, that you are skilled at. Yes, so a lot of you are starting to realize that you do have something to offer. Hi, darling. It's Virgo season. I've got Mars in Virgo, and I've got Mercury in Virgo. Dale also has Mercury in Virgo. So we are starting to transmute ourselves into formation of what we wanted to be, what we always knew we could be. And it's like through the experiences that you have in your life, it sort of like teaches you how you can get a little bit closer to what it is that you want to achieve. But it doesn't go without some bumps in the road, you guys. It's like things aren't going to be easy. Once you start to really manifest things for yourself, you're going to find difficulties within that manifestation process that you've initiated. And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? And these are all fixed signs. So this is something that's not going to change. You're always going to be forced to learn something. You're always going to go through these moments of expansion and contraction, right? This is really about being able to settle something into, it's like a platform, basically, okay? So let's go ahead and lay out these cards. I'll do an ascendant spread that's abbreviated for 15 minutes. You get an ascendant, a sun, a moon, a past, present, future, and you get an immediate influence right here, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we already got the Saturn card for Capricorn. It really is cardinal earth energy. Saturn is retrograde right now in Capricorn with Pluto, so you're definitely getting, these are modes of transformation for everybody. Scorpio is in the world card here. Aquarius is represented, Taurus is represented, Leo is represented, and Scorpio. And there was a lot of fixed energy going on in the sky right now. We have Jupiter and Scorpio. It's going direct, right? We have Mars in Capricorn, or it might be in Aquarius now, again, that has gone direct, okay? And then we have Uranus in Taurus, which is really asking us to do things a little bit differently. You might be feeling these elements of surprise pop in for you in terms of how you're able to make money. Things might be different than they all, wow, thunder just came. It's raining outside. It's about to rain. Or maybe that was an engine. Wow, this is so amazing. Okay, you just can't write this. All right, so the world, right? That's at the bottom of the deck. At the top of your reading, you have the magician. So this is saying that a lot of you out there are becoming more aware of what your capabilities are, of what you're able to improve upon within your capabilities. It's saying that you know how you feel about what you can do. You know what you're passionate about. You know what gifts have been given to you. And you can trust that all of these things that have presented themselves to you, maybe in thought, maybe in manifestation, maybe in your heart, they're actually real. It's not something that is fake. This is why I tell people, be careful what you speak into existence. Be careful what you say. Even if, sometimes people say things that aren't necessarily true, right? Because this is Gemini, right? Mercury. So then, just sometimes when we're talking, we might say things that aren't true, but it might come from a place of just how we feel, or how we think something is happening. But this is saying you can really trust in the divine, that you've been given all of these gifts that you have to really transmute them into something that's going to be really useful for you, okay? These are your tools. Your experiences through your life are your tools to continue to navigate yourself through your life. Mercury, also a transportation planet, yes? Short distance. The world, this is a long distance thing right here with Capricorn energy. You can make it a long distance thing if you really focus on it a lot, okay? So now, let's look at what's going on in your sun. You got the Emperor. This is really owning up to what you know that you have the authority in your life, right? All of us, right? We all have different ways of asserting ourselves, and we usually are asserting ourselves to push something through so that we can see something come into shape, see something come into formation. Hey, Aquarius female, y'all been dealing with that Mars energy, and it's been retrograde, and this is definitely energy that we're all feeling now that Mars is direct, and it's on a very universal level, right? It's like the authority is being challenged. Authority is being celebrated because we're feeling the passionate energy of the Pisces full moon. We're all feeling strength within how we have built ourselves. We know how to appreciate ourselves, yes? This is the oldest man in the tarot deck, right? I mean, the Hermit comes in very close. But this is the older ruler, yeah? So this is you definitely building something for yourself. It's a place of passion. There's potency to it. There's also a sense of being a little bit overwhelmed or overzealous for some of you. Your actions might be a little bit too forthright. Just be patient with yourself. Stand on this new platform. This is so amazing. We have all gotten major arcana cards so far. You've gotten the Magician. You've gotten the World. We've gotten the Emperor, and you have the Fool. This is crazy. You got the Emperor in your Sun, and then here, a very spiritual card that represents the young, youthful energy of Aries. One is that's very hopeful. One is dynamic. You can see new possibilities within things, and you're not going to let these illusions of obstacles and what people might think that you don't have the abilities to do get to you. All of us. This is really amazing, right? 0. Oh, it's a circle. Yes, it's cyclical because, God is always going to have your back as long as you honor him by doing what it is that he's gifted you with. And I mean, that comes from maybe you're able to build something. Maybe your mind is amazing. You're able to write. Maybe you are maybe you want to be like a principal or something. It's all of those things. We can be our best selves as long as we appreciate and accept our best selves. Okay, right? You shouldn't apologize for that either. Another major arcana card. And you saw me shuffle these cards in front of you guys. I just talked about Saturn and Pluto being in Capricorn. This is about your legacy. This is about how you're going to build your life so that you, at the end of your life, will say, wow, I did that. Okay? I did. Judgment. This is saying releasing things that you cannot control. Sometimes, that Plutonian energy, that far out energy that we don't really know how to yet come into full view. We can't really visualize it, yeah? So things that you can't really visualize right now, you have to let go of the control factor that you placed on it, right? Let go of the fact that you want to see something come out the way you want to see it. Yes? There is victory and there is glory when you allow yourself to ride that smooth stream to success, right? You will be greeted with open arms at the end of that journey. And I said that at 11:11 with 11 people in the room and one light. That's all ones, okay? You started the reading with a one, the magician. Go to 11:11 in this video and see what that message was for some of you, right? This is a purification. This is allowing this fixed energy that is related to Scorpio to go through those feelings of your heart maybe feeling constricted. Go through those feelings of being really nervous and anxious about something that you feel passionate about. It's okay. You are actually going to grow out of conflict, right? Whenever we start to feel like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. Oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. This is making me uncomfortable. 11:01 here. Oh, okay, got you. Right. Okay, it's 2 o'clock in New York, but it was 11:11 in the video. But 11:01 is still one, right? That's interesting. So yeah, I have Pluto in my first house, and I also have Saturn in my first house, and I was born on the 1st of October. So all of these cards are related to me in a way, and it's funny because Dale told me I was acting like an Aries today. This is the Aries card, but it's all right. Sometimes we've got to do it, right? Okay, so this is the Judgment card. You guys are moving on. You're letting go of things. You're not feeling resentment, right? You're not feeling the resentment because the resentment will keep you caged in where you were feeling the resentment anyway, right? Where you were experiencing it. Let it go. Don't keep yourself in that place when something's really calling out to you to experience something better. Yeah, and that's 20. So that's your ability to relate to the higher cause, to this angelic energy right here is saying that that Lauryn Hill song, nothing really matters and nothing even matters at all with who sings that with her? D'Angelo? Is it D'Angelo? I don't know. I think it's D'Angelo. But it's like nothing really matters when you understand what the true purpose is, and it's very soulful, right? It's like you can feel it inside. You can feel it very deep. And this has to also do with like relationships that you have with people that are very deeply connected on a spiritual level and on a soulful level. It's like you appreciate all of the things that happen within those relationships because you're forming a stronger bond, and this is the need, and this is the ability to trust, right? This is a really deep feeling of knowing that you don't have to worry about something coming around the corner and like stabbing you in the gut, right? You can really trust the energy of this card. It's not going to steer you wrong, and it is actually going to set you free. Set yourself free from feeling like, the success and the meaning behind who you want to be isn't meant for you, right? It's like that you want to do better, and that you have all of these skills, and you know that you can assert yourself in this way that is going to bring about this opportunity for you because you've experienced enough of life to this point. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us are between the ages of like 20 and maybe 60 who are reading. So that's like three generations of people. A lot of Pluto in Libra, a lot of Pluto in Virgo, and a lot of Pluto and Scorpio people. These are who's watching these videos a lot. Let's go into the present energy. Here we go. Scorpio again. The sun in Scorpio. So, right, this is talking about those nostalgic memories, the soul connections that you have with things that have happened in your past that you feel deeply connected to. And it's like there's a softness to these memories. There's also a softness to the heartache behind some of the memories that you can't really change. It's like when we go through those very traumatic experiences, the further we get away from them and the further they get away from us, the closer they come into view, because we're able to learn what it is about that experience that has brought us further down the road to where we have not given in and we have not broken and we have not just given up, because we know that there was a reason why we were placed here to begin with. It's like you have to honor that. You have to honor your grandparents. You have to honor your parents. Even if you don't have a great relationship with them, you have to still be like, wow, I'm here, and it is because of them, and it is because of God that I am here. And if I weren't here, I wouldn't be able to have this experience. It's like you've got to take charge, because Scorpio is really talking about control, you guys. It's like, it's just crazy that you got both of these cards back to back. You do have some elements of control, but within that control, you have to understand that you don't have control, and that's having control, right? Because then you're not going to be stuck on things that aren't willing to change for you, that are really not meant to change at that time, right? Stop desiring things that you know you don't want. Or it's like the desire is so intense that it's like you go to these places of daydreaming, right, about what it is that could possibly be. That was for some people. But it is definitely moving on to a more harmonious sense of like how you are valuing your experiences thus far and how they have transformed you and how you're going to apply all of those things to your success. It's waiting for things to happen. This energy right here is the shit. Okay? Sorry for my language. But this is amazing. Like, this is good for everybody. And I'm glad that everyone is starting to feel like the turnaround. The retrograde season is about to, be a little bit more direct with the planets. Uranus will still be retrograde. Pluto will probably be more retrograde longer than Saturn. I'll have to double check that for you guys. Lady Libra. But, we're in Virgo season. We're about to get ready to go into Libra season. And Libra season might have us all, waiting on our relationships to sort of like present themselves in another way, right? It's like this energy is related to the Empress. So this is allowing, all of the elements that make up your surroundings, how they influence you and how they inspire you to create things that you feel passionate about, things that you really care about, things that you can get other people excited about. It's the return of that, right? It's the appreciation for what it is that you took the time and the effort to do. Yeah. Let's look at your final card, which is your outcome and the energy moving forward, and the future card, basically. Yeah. I was gonna say, I wish I would have said it, because now it's like, why didn't you say it? But I was gonna say, with this energy, it definitely is related to the Empress, and all of the threes are, and the Three of Swords definitely are. This is saying that you guys are really starting to understand why you experience some of the things that you experienced in life. Yeah. And what's coming for, I'll pull another card just to see what this develops into. But this is Saturn and Libra, and this is restrictions within your relationships. You're understanding that, relationships that you have had are definitely changing, and that's for everyone. And that's not in a bad sense. It's just that you are understanding, amen, the purpose for the pain, right? Exactly. Yeah. There is definitely purpose with this pain because once you start to know something, you can't unknow it, basically. That's what Dell says too. Once things start to come into shape, it's like a window into reality starts to open up, yeah? Or it's like the light outside the window to reality gets brighter and you're able to actually see what's out there. Yeah? You're like, "Oh, it looks like this is what's happening. I see stuff happening outside." When people look out the blinds, they start to see a better picture come into view. If they were like, "What is that sound outside?" I'm thinking about like, Two of Swords. I want to find out what that is. Let me make a choice to look outside the window. Oh wow, I found out this information. The ambulance is outside. It's like that type of thing, right? And you're like, "Oh my God, the ambulance is outside. Something happened," and you can't stop thinking about the fucking ambulance being outside, right? So it's like an alert. This is an alert, right? This red color, it's a red flag, and not a red flag in terms of like destroy this relationship, stop talking to this person, you need to be scared, lock your doors at night. It's just saying like be aware of what Saturn is telling you. A lot of you out there are experiencing your Saturn return, yeah? And Saturn is the great teacher. It's teaching you lessons in your relationships, and it's also having you experience evolution in your relationship and transformations in your relationship over a span of time, right? So you have to allow these things to unfold, let them settle, and then you'll understand furthermore why something took shape the way it did. And you'll be able to appreciate it a little bit more, even though you probably didn't know how to appreciate it before that. I'm going to pull off the top of the deck, and then I'm going to pull from the middle of the deck, okay, just to be spontaneous. Gotcha. Knight of Cups, right. So it's saying that it actually is going to allow you to be a little bit more compassionate towards your situation. This is mutable water, which is Pisces energy, but it could be Scorpio and it could be Cancer. Nevertheless, it is talking about a greater understanding on an emotional level to why it is that you were experiencing whatever situation that you were in. And you might be intimidated by the fact that you went through these things, and you might be a little overwhelmed at the expression of feeling that might be going on, right, with various different people, but it's okay. You might even be feeling like that yourself. I've been feeling like that lately, ever since the Pisces full moon. Things were overwhelming to me a little bit emotionally. And, I came around, but, that full moon energy is definitely, it stays with us. So you might be feeling that too. Um, Okay, yeah, clarification. Another water card, exactly, Scorpio. So we got Pisces, we got Scorpio energy. It's both of those for sure. And Jupiter in Scorpio is expanding our sense of how we're able to transform ourselves, right? It's like allowing us to see ourselves in a different way. And it is powerful because it is something that you want to hold on to. You're like, "Oh, yeah, it's a new way for me. I like it. It's good." Some of you are definitely graduating out of stagnant energy that you might have been cultivating. It's kind of weird to say cultivating stagnant energy, but sometimes we prevent ourselves from moving forward because we are stuck on some idea of what we thought we should have had or what we should have been given. You know what I mean? It's okay to create your own opportunities for yourself, you guys. And this person right here, they're really good with emotions. You got three Scorpio cards here, so some of us are really dealing with a lot of Scorpios on a deep level. You know what I mean? Immediate level. All three Scorpio cards are right next to each other in the reading. It goes Judgment, the King of Cups, and then it has the Six of Cups, and then right after that, it's the Knight of Cups. I don't know if I can show you guys this. You see what I mean? You got the Magician, you've got the Emperor, you've got the Fool, Judgment, King of Cups, the Six of Cups, immediate influence is the Three of Wands, waiting to see how this thing is going to take shape. Where's the stability going to come from? And then you've got the Knight of Cups bringing some compassion into this feeling of feeling like, a little bit scorned by the process of some things, of this waiting period. You want things to sort of like really come into shape because you know that all of these things exist for all of us within you. We're all magical, you know what I mean? We are all worthy of having it all for ourselves, whatever that means for you. Let me pull the last clip. Having it all. Look at that. Right? Bigger and better things. Jupiter and Leo. Expansion in your heart. Yeah? Expansion in just yourself. You could be expanding with another person by getting married. This is marriage season, you guys. Also, this is saying you're starting to really see that everyone has a way to shine, and everyone deserves to shine. By allowing others to shine, we shine as well on a universal level. It's like we should be celebrating each other. We definitely should, because when we do that, we're strong. We can move mountains then. You know what I mean? This has to do with family, friends. Yeah. The sixes are talking about harmony, coming out of a conflict, right? This is a celebration out of a conflict, and there's dignity with this card. There's a lot of dignity with this card, you know. But at the same time, it's humbling too, because when people celebrate you, you get a sense that Spirit is actually speaking to you through other people. hmm Number six has to do with the lovers. That's the external, the internal, and the spiritual. That's all of those three things, right? And there's harmony within that triangle, right? There's harmony within that triangle once you start to see the return of what that triangle means. It's beautiful energy, you guys. Like I said, do not forget, Dale is going to be at Aum Shanti Shanti today until 5 p.m., okay? So if you guys want to get a private reading with him there and go and see the shop and get yourself some stones or whatnot if you need something, incense, everything is there. Um, yes, enjoy. So if you would like to book a private reading with us, you can email us at providencetarot@gmail.com. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram, we are at Providence Tarot. Also, Dale is at Blue is True with two T's, and I am at NYC Kendrick. Yeah? All right, you guys. Love you so much. Have a good weekend. Labor Day weekend, or is it Labor Day? Yeah, Labor Day. Enjoy the end of summer, but do not take summer away from Virgos, okay? Because they do have summer. It's probably one of the best parts of summer. It's not so hot. This season it is. But Virgo season is fierce. The weather is always gorgeous, and it brings you into Libra season. Yeah. All right, you guys. Bye. Thank you so much. You're welcome.